Good morning and happy Friday. It's the weekend. Will weekends ever be the same again? So this morning we're going to do a bit of breathing, meditation, and we're going to really focus on our imagination. Now, I have just come off the phone with Janice Klein, food scientist, and hello, hi Lisa, and we were just talking about the diversity again of food. And what I want to talk to you about this morning is the diversity of thoughts. Did you know that most of what you thought yesterday, you thought the day before, and the day before, and the month before, and perhaps the year before? So we have been given, morning Jane, this phenomenal gift called morning Izzy, called free will. And here we are living through, morning Leslie, morning Mary, here we are living through the past, thinking the same things, eating the same things, doing the same things. And we've been given this phenomenal thing called the imagination. Morning Laura. Thank you for joining us. Morning Linda. So your imagination, certainly I was told when I was a kid that, your head's in the clouds, which is, I suppose, where you are. Morning Gabby. I will be being in touch soon. Morning Janice. If your head is in the clouds, then that's your imagination. And that is, in our Western culture, been kind of battered out of us as if it's a bad thing. And then The Secret came along and the law of attraction. And it was like, imagine this and imagine that. And all you have to do is imagine it. Jack Black's Mind Store was all about imagining, going from the left part of the brain into the right part of the brain and imagining all these things in different rooms for doing different things. So we really started to understand, wow, maybe we can use the power of our mind to get more stuff. And so the law of attraction then became the big thing. And, I got really into that and still am a little bit. But because I think eventually what happens is, particularly when you get to my age, you get a lot of things, you experience a lot of things, and you realise, in actual fact, what's important is on a day-to-day basis is feeling joyful and peaceful and being around great people. And for me, being in nature is massive. And that's why, much as I love Scotland, I love living in the sun, because I can just go out every day and I don't have to make myself go out. I see the blue sky and the Mediterranean and I just run and jump in. No motivation required. So I think as you get older, that you understand that stuff doesn't bring happiness. Don't get me wrong, I love my guitar, I love my laptop, I love my one wheel. But materialism ceases to be really of any great interest to you. And then you start to think, well, what would really bring me great joy and why am I here? And, my kids always say, why would you want to work with people who are potentially dying? It seems a really sad place to go. But the thing is, I don't see it like that. What I see is potential. And my son once said to me, you see too much potential in people. And I thought, is that a compliment or a criticism? And then I realised all I see is potential. I'm a big picture person, which drives details people mad. But all I can see is, well, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, of course you can do that. Yes, you can heal. Yes, you can have a bigger house. Yes, you can meet your soulmate. All these things are 100% achievable. I have no doubt about that. When you really get into quantum physics, which really dismantles the concept of linear time and three-dimensional reality, third dimension reality, which is very limited, and you know, things can go that way or that way or that way or that way or maybe that way. Whereas when you go into the quantum world of energy, things can go anyway. And we are in a space in time rather than time in space. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you, but I mean, that to me was like, all right. So I'm not going to go into that in this, because we're just going to breathe and we're going to do some nice meditation. Now, so what I want to talk to you about is diversity of thoughts. And, you know, the other interesting thing is, morning Tracy, when you dare to think out of the box, let's use that phase, other people will come in to push you back in your box. You know, when I had this idea about really using all the information that I had garnered over the decades and getting it out to the masses, because I realised that people, you don't get this information because we are so completely, our healthcare system is entirely about the pharmaceutical model, which is fine. But there's a whole other area to being healthy and being alive and being vital and having a purpose that is completely missed out in our current system. So I thought we need to bring this in to either complement or replace drugs. That's how it seemed to me. Whoops, is that still can't? Somebody's trying to... Sorry, somebody's trying to phone. Really not taking the hint. I don't know what's going to need to happen for them not to take the hint, sorry. Yeah, so going back to we have the option for the pharmaceutical model to help with the symptoms most often, or maybe some surgery, which also can be essential. But all the other stuff, you know, the really, for me, the phenomenally exciting stuff that we can do to help ourselves and to be more loving and joyful and have a lot more fun. Let's face it, we want to be having fun. If it's not fun, you're not going to want to do it. And that is not really available at the base level. If you turn up with anxiety or depression, etc., a lot of the stuff that you can do for yourself is just not available. And even with the latest things that are being researched, it takes 18 years from bench to bedside. And really now we have a disease pandemic, which means that we have a lot of autoimmune, chronic, debilitating disease, pain, lack of mobility that can 100% be healed when you understand about the gut biome and the 5 elements. So this is the mission, is to help you understand that and give you all the science behind it, because everything has science behind it, because that's the only thing that Western people will believe. And the research is there and has been there for a long, long time. So we're just bringing it together to bring it to you in a really easy to understand format. But anyway, with your diversity of thoughts, so when you start to think, oh, could I do this? Could I do that? It's not that you're going to follow through and everything, but the brain starts to have an impact. The dendrites start to spread, and we start to attract in different ways, and we start to change the electromagnetic field that we all give off. And what happens is, well, I wonder if that, you know, every single thing in this universe started with a thought. Everything in this planet. Somebody had the balls to think, I wonder if we could get to the moon, whether you believe that or not. I wonder if I could climb Mount Everest. I wonder if I could. So it starts with the thought. And most of us will shut that, even before anybody else comes in to shut it down for us. We shut it down because we're too busy, we're too tired, and we're too limited. So when you start to move into the field of quantum possibilities and probabilities and potentials, then you can start to really allow your imagination to flow and fly. And guess what happens when you do that? The cells expand, the chemistry changes, and you become a more joyful potential in the field. Morning, Pamela. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, what happens is I can ask you to imagine something that's really, really stretch your imagination. But it's all to do with letting go as well. Because if you've got all these limits in your subconscious mind that we did yesterday, and I'm really sorry I accidentally deleted the video. But anyway, if you saw it live, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not worthy, I'm not safe, I'm not lovable, and I'm not enough. If you have all this, and you're imagining that all this weight in the subconscious mind, you can imagine you're not really going to get very far without really putting so much effort in. And this work is about being effortless. It's about shifting the energy that's keeping you stuck, letting it all go, and then really using your imagination. Now, the more you let go, the braver your imagination will be. Like, whoa! And you can really have a lot of fun with this. And again, given lockdown and perhaps a lot of our entertainment and our ways of letting off steam have been taken away from us, let's face it. So what we can do is go inside and we can use our imagination. And you can as soon as you go into your imagination and start thinking about amazing, fun, fantastic things, you will instantly change your chemistry, your electromagnetic field, and if anybody listens to Esther and Jerry Hicks, your emotional guidance system will clearly tell you you're thinking about the right thing. So let's talk about your emotional guidance system. If you feel bad, remember, the feelings and the thoughts go together. If you're feeling bad, if you're feeling low, the thinking will be low. Let's just talk about it high and low. Yeah? And once you feel good, the thinking will be good too. This is your emotional guidance system. So if you feel low, you'll be thinking, it's just your body saying, that's the wrong thing you're thinking about. So, and if you're feeling good, that's your emotional guidance system saying, yeah, that's the right thing you're thinking about. Now, I'm simplifying this because we know you can try and think positive, but if your feeling is not positive, you're thinking, you're just going to keep, you talk a good game, but you're not feeling the good game. And that's where breathing comes in. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to do a short 10-minute breathing session with you. We're going to go into a meditation. So the breathing is going to help to get the brain onto the frequency. And when you're on the right frequency, the brain's coming into the nice imagination frequency where you can create and really let go of the, you can't do that, you can't have that, you can't do that. Anything is possible here because there is no limit. And the deeper you go in there, the voice quietens. The voice has got nothing to do with this. The mind has got nothing to do with this. You can just let yourself fly, literally, in your imagination, in that quantum world. Physicality, three-dimensional reality just simply does not exist. You don't have the cumbersome but wonderful body to hold you back. And the mind as well, you just set the mind, give the mind the next half hour off, and you can truly fly and do whatever it is that you want. Have, be, see, do anything you want. Now, just because I've grown out the materialist stage doesn't mean to say that you have to. Maybe there's some material things that would really, really help you. And let me talk about my love of my life, Joe Dispenza, for a minute. Joe Dispenza talks about the particle and the wave. Now, to simplify that, everything that you can see is a particle. All your furniture and everything around you. And everything that you can't see is a wave. So when we become more wave than particle, we become more limitless. I hope I'm making sense. Ping me any questions if you have. So when you're a wave, you're limitless. And when you're a particle, you're restricted to the gravitational field and the restrictions of the three-dimensional reality. But when you move out of there, change the brain frequencies and go into that la-la land, as Jill Bolte Taylor called it, you can do, have, be, see anything that you want, and there's nobody there to stop you. And what you'll find is when you start to really truly let go of all your programs and all your limits, And, you know, you can be specific about them or just generic. I'm letting go of anything that no longer serves my path, my purpose, my life, my family, whatever. The more you let go, the way up goes your imagination. And that is when you become truly free of the concepts and labels and the points of view of others. Because when you start to do this work, you'll be you'll hear when other people are trying to shut you down. And sometimes that will shut you down, and sometimes that can be relevant. Sometimes you're like, oh, okay, that's I get that. That's maybe, you know, maybe there's a better way to do that. Other times you can really tap in and say, no, I'm going to speak my truth, or I'm going to be my truth. So let's just start with the breathing exercise. We'll do the 4-7-8, that phenomenally powerful breathing exercise that you can do any time of the day. And remember, it's the little and often, little and often, little and often. Gently teaching the body a new trick. Out of fight or flight, into rest and repair. Out of fight or flight, into rest and repair. And you're just gently reminding, and guess what happens over this period of apparent time is that slowly but surely the body will respond in a completely different way instead of reacting out of fear and through the program and through the past. How does that sound? Let's go for peace. Peace inside and peace all over the planet today. So we're going to start with the 4-7-8. We'll do a bit of bellow breathing because that's my fave at the moment, because it helps the digestion, it helps massage the internal organs, it calms the vagus nerve, so it's all good. All good. So, and then I'm just going to go into a guided meditation. I'm going to get you to go into your imagination. And, you know, we know where attention goes, energy flows. And so use your imagination to either create greater health, greater wealth, greater levels of love and unconditional love in your relationships. That's the 3 areas where we get tripped up. Wealth is an issue for a lot of people right now, particularly if you've got your own business. So just use your imagination to see the cash flow, abundance. And you might not know how things, because that's the other thing, you might not know how you're going to get from A to Z, but all you need to do is focus on Z and stay alert to the steps and the processes. Let the universe, let the atoms do the work, and you can take the day off. Okay, 4-7-8, so 4-7-8. In for 4, hold for 7, out for 8, with the tongue on the gums just above the teeth. Okay, so in, hold, and out. And in, hold, and out. And in, hold, and out. And in, hold, and out. Okay, just do some nice and easy free breathing. We're going to do some bellow breaths. You may want to blow your nose before this exercise. You may be easily able to breathe in and out through your nose, but when you start to actually put some power into it, you'll feel resistance and you'll realise there's a bit of congestion further up, which I'm feeling right now. Which incidentally is the body brilliantly making that fluid or that congestion so that you can get it out. Again, we don't really understand it. The body's always trying to help us, but it is. Okay, so don't worry about that noise. It's completely normal and fine. And the more you practice this exercise, the easier it will become. Okay, so as we breathe in, we fill the belly up. So you want to really feel the belly coming out as you breathe in. And then we breathe out, you pull the belly back in towards the back. So you're really consciously, if you do the breath of fire, you'll know this. You're pulling the belly in quite consciously to push the air in and out through the nose if you can. If you can't, use your mouth, it's not a problem. So breathing in. Five more. All the way in. And all the way out. And into your first retention. Controlled breath hold. Feel what's happening in the body. Tingling, lightheadedness, oxygen spreading through every cell. If you need to take a small breath in and out, do that and then just hold again. We're now changing the levels of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the blood by deliberately creating a thing called hypoxia. This allows you to delve deeper into the mystery of the wave, the unknown. Okay, and then breathe in. And squeeze the energy up. Squeeze the pelvic floor muscles, abdominals, and squeeze that energy up to the pineal gland. Squeeze. Squeeze. And let go. Fantastic. And just breathe easy. Keep your eyes closed and really learn to listen to your cells and observe the healing that is already happening. Allow the body to heal itself. You shift out the way. Observe the magic, the reset. Okay, so we're going to do this again. And again, I want you just to keep your eyes closed. Really, this is an inside job, learning all about the body, and keep your focus in the middle of the forehead here, okay? You maybe start to feel a wee bit tired doing this. It's a workout. It's really working your abdominals, your core muscles. You know, your organs are literally just hanging there, and it's the corset muscles that hold them in. So this is a really good workout, you know, from a more aesthetic point of view. Really good workout for your abdomen and for all your core muscles to keep them nice and tight and alive. Okay, so breathing in, belly out. 5. All the way in. And all the way out. And hold it there again. And observe. Keep your focus in your forehead. Feel the language of the body, of the subconscious. Allow yourselves to expand. Take a small breath in and out and hold again if you need to. And then we're going to breathe in. Intrinsic muscles, abdominal muscles, and squeeze the energy through the base of the brain into the pineal gland and hold it there. Tighten the muscles, squeeze. Tighten the muscles, squeeze. Tighten the muscles and squeeze. And just let it go. Keep your eyes closed. We're going to do 5 hums and then go into meditation. So breathing in. Do it in your own time. Last one, really feel the vibration going through every cell. Okay, just keep your eyes closed and have some nice free breaths. Now take your attention into the chest, into your heart centre. This truly magnificent organ that gives out and receives signals all day long. That alerts us to any information that we need to know. That gets information before the brain feeds the information to the brain. Rest your attention in there and feel what's there in this moment. And using your imagination, your attention and your intention, make a clear statement to let go of any hurts, disappointments, traumas from the past that no longer serves you. Allow it to dissolve and release now. Set it free. Stay open, observe the process. Allow the energy to move as we open our hearts in this time of the Great Awakening. We release any resentments and anger towards others, any perceived disappointments, anything and everything we've taken personally. Allow it to leave now. Just simply let it go. Allow the heart to heal. You can see the colour green as the energy starts to flow effortlessly. And think of somebody or something that you truly love unconditionally. Consciously bring in the feeling of unconditional love. And allow that divine vibration to resonate through every cell in the body. Feel it move into your internal organs, your entire digestive system, out into your shoulders, all the way down the arms, through the buttocks and all the way down through the legs. Feel the tingling and the vibration rise as you consciously allow the unconditional love frequency to spread throughout the body. Any contraction in the gut, in the body at all, is now released as you trust and surrender to this high frequency energy. Feel the energy spread into your neck and brain, into your face and scalp, through the hair if you have any. Your entire light body is rising in frequency. You have the power to direct this process. As the brain and the heart go into coherence, and you let go of everything and anything that no longer serves you, that could keep you from your life purpose, that could keep you from unconditional love for yourself, your cells, and all other sentient beings on the planet. Trust and surrender into this high frequency vibration. Let go. Observe the magic. Let go. Let go. And let go a little bit more. Holding on is a thing of the past. Let it dissolve. Let it release. Feel it. Allowing you freedom, emotional freedom from the past. A higher perspective and a more loving, joyful life. Let go. Allow yourself to be lighter and brighter and lighter and brighter. Allow all disapproval of yourself and others to dissolve and release. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. Let go. Let go. Feel the brightness and the lightness heal any cells, any heart and hurt that needs to be healed. Is it healed now? The blueprint for healing is here. Allow it. Expect it. Now in this expanded state, let's go into the imagination and see what our heart and our soul desires. And allow anything and everything to appear without judgment. You are the observer. You're guiding, using the power of your imagination and your feelings. How can you see yourself? Greater levels of health, wealth, and love in your relationships. See yourself now, this expanded light energy being, limitless, free from all the concepts and labels of 3D reality. What are you doing? What are you having, being, seeing, perceiving? How does it feel to be truly free? Let your imagination expand as your vibration increases. The past dissolves, the limits dissolve, and you appear exactly the way you would love to be. Full health, free from money worries, abundance, the house, the boat, whatever it is that you feel you need. Your heart's desire, no one else's. See what comes up when you allow it, when you set yourselves free from other people's points of view. Let go and expand into the magic of the imagination. And to be in this high frequency states has a positive impact in your family, your community, and the planet. And from this higher frequency, we look down at our truly incredible planet and beam this healing, loving frequency to everyone in these challenging times. Hold our planet in your heart and send that frequency of unconditional love. A place where Safety just is. And then slowly but surely put the planet back. And return into your body, into your chest. And give thanks for your cells that make up your body, that allow you to have this experience. Feel the respect and reverence for the miracle of life. As we change our perception of the body and fall back in love with it. And in your own time, come back. Happy, healthy and wealthy. You can come back to the room, move your fingers and toes and so you can ping me a little. I'm still buzzing myself, so I'm sure that you are too. You can see it really only took a few minutes for us to move into that place where miracles are the norm. And this is energy medicine in its simplest form. This is the power that we all have. We torment the body, ourselves, with our mind. So these exercises on a daily basis, it doesn't have to be for long, retrain our brain and our heart to be a different way. And the next challenge is going to be an expand your consciousness challenge that we can bring in. We do things like this every day, 15-20 minutes, and create a new level of awareness for our relationship with the body. So let me know how that felt for you. If you have any questions, the intermittent fasting challenge was scheduled to finish on Sunday, and I think it's clear that it's a good idea to keep it going. You may not want to be as strict, i.e. if you're doing 18-6, you may want to do 16-8. It's all about, thank you, Patricia. It's all trying to get hold of me on the phone, sorry. And it's creating protocols that we can want to do every day. Thanks, guys. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. So next week, we're going to be, Janice and I are going live on the Wednesday to talk about hormones. We're also looking at a workshop for mums on dealing with ADHD. So we have lots of different ideas coming up. In a week on Monday, we will start the Expanding Consciousness Challenge. But for now, have a wonderful, peaceful, blissful weekend. Thanks again for joining. Thanks, Rosemary. A great way. I'm going to be working on the Heal Scotland marketing plan all weekend, which I'm really excited about. Great show, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. please remember to share. I will not delete this video, so you can just go in and use that exercise again. Tribe up, you know, tribe up with other like-minded people and make the practice, even if it's just 10 minutes in the morning, or you arrange to go for a swim or whatever. We have to tribe up, and we can do that online. Thanks, Janice. Yeah, it's exciting times, guys. It's exciting and it's crazy and scary all at the same time. And really what we're having to do now is pull together with people that are like-minded and see each other through this until we create heaven on earth. Anyway, huge love, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll do a quick live tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Bye.